everyone! Today, we will discuss about multiplication of polynomials. But before we proceed for this topic, let us have some review of the product's law of exponent. So what do we mean by this product's law of exponent? So if we have here m raised to x times m raised to y, it is equal to m raised to x plus y. So what does it mean? It means that if we are multiplying two terms with the same base, we just simply add their corresponding exponent. So for example, if we have here a raised to 5 times a raised to 3, so we have here the same base, which is a. So we just simply add their corresponding exponent. So it will become a raised to 5 plus 3. So we will come up with a raised to 8. So if we have here a raised to 5 times a cubed, so it is equal to a raised to 8. So let us have one more example. So let's say we have here x cubed y to the 4th times x to the 4th y to the 7th. So we are multiplying here with the same base, same variable. So we have here x raised to 3 times x raised to 4. So we will have x raised to 3 plus 4. Then times y. So we have here the same base, which is y. So y raised to 4 plus 7. So we will have x raised to 7 times y raised to 11. So if we have here x cubed y to the 4th times x to the 4th y raised to 7, it is equal to x raised to 7 y raised to 11. Okay, before we go on with our discussion in multiplication of polynomials, please share this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell. Let us discuss multiplication of polynomials. So let us start with multiplication of monomial by monomial. So let us have example here. So we have here negative 4m cubed n squared times 3m raised to 4 n raised to 6. So what are we going to do with this? So we will use the product's law of exponent for this multiplication. So first, we need to multiply the numerical coefficients, which are negative 4 and 3. So negative 4 times 3 is equal to negative 12. Then we have here the same base, which is m. So we will have m raised to 3 plus 4. So we have the same base, m raised to 3 plus 4. Then we also have the same base, n squared times n raised to 6. So we will have n raised to 2 plus 6. Then let us simplify. So we have here negative 12 m raised to 3 plus 4. So we have 7 n raised to 2 plus 6. So we have 8. So the product of negative 4m cubed n squared times 3m to the 4th n to the 6 is equal to negative 12m raised to 7 and raised to 8. Now, let us have multiplication of monomial by polynomial. So we have here the monomial 5xy and the polynomial, which is 2x cubed minus 5x squared y plus 4xy squared minus 3y cubed. So it means that we will multiply 5xy to each term of the polynomial. So we will have this as 5xy times 2x cubed positive 5xy times, so we have your minus sign, so it means that the sign of 5x squared y is negative. So we have negative 5x squared y positive 5xy times positive 4xy squared. Then plus or positive 5xy times, so we have your subtraction sign, so it means that the sign of 3y cubed is negative. So we have your negative 3y cubed. So the first step in multiplication of monomial by polynomial is distributing the monomial 5xy to each of the term of the given polynomial. So we have your 5xy times 2x cubed plus 5xy times negative 5x squared y plus 5xy times positive 4xy squared plus 5xy times negative 3y cubed. And then we use the product's law of exponent. So again, we will multiply the numerical coefficient. So we have here 5 times 2, we have 10. Then we add the exponent of the same base. So we have here x. So x raised to 1 plus 3. Then we just copy y because we don't have y here in the second monomial. Then we have here positive 5 times negative 5. So, again, let us follow the rule for multiplication. So, we have here positive 5 times negative 5. So, we have here negative 25. Then, we have the base x, same base. So, we have here the the exponent, which is 1, plus x squared, so plus 2. Then, we have here the variable or the base y. So, we have here 1 plus 1. And then we have positive 5 times positive 4. So we have positive 20. Then we have here the same base x. So we have 1 plus 1. And then we have y, the same base y. So raised to 1 plus 2. Then again, positive 5 times negative 3. So we have negative 15. Then we have x. So we just copy x because we don't have x in the second monomial. Then we have here y raised to 1 plus 3. Then let us simplify. So we have here 10 x raised to 4 y minus 25 x cubed y squared. So 1 plus 2, we have 3. 1 plus 1, we have 2 as exponent. Then positive 20 x raised to 1 plus 1, so we have squared. Then y raised to 1 plus 2, so we have cube. And then negative 15 x y raised to 1 plus 3, which is 4. So therefore, the product of 5xy times the quantity of 2x cubed minus 5x squared y plus 4xy squared minus 3y cubed is 10x to the fourth y minus 25x cubed y squared plus 20x squared y cubed minus 15x y to the fourth. Now let us have multiplication of binomial by binomial. So we have here the first binomial, which is 2x plus 3. And the second one, we have 4x minus 2. So we have a different way of multiplying this. So by using the FOIL method. So we can use the FOIL method in multiplication of binomial by binomial. But take note, we can only use the FOIL method for binomial times binomial. So what do we mean by FOIL? So we have here F is for the first terms, O is for the outer terms, I is for inner terms, and L for last terms. So how are we going to do it? So we have here 2x plus 3 times the quantity of 4x minus 2. So let us have here first terms. So we have here the first terms of the binomial is or are 2x and 4x. So it means that we will multiply 2x to 4x. So we have here f, which is equal to 2x times 4x. So again, we will multiply the numerical coefficient. So 2 times 4, we have 8. Then x, same base, we simply add the exponent. So 1 plus 1. So we have here 8x squared. Now for O, we have the outer terms. So when we say outer terms, those terms outside the given binomial. So we have here 2x times negative 2. So we have here the outer terms, 2x times negative 2. So what is 2 times negative 2? So we have negative 4. Then we don't have x in the second factor, so you just simply copy x. So we have now the product of 2x times negative 2, which is negative 4x. Now we have here letter I, inner terms. So we have the inner terms, which are 3 and 4x. So we have the inner terms, we have 3 times positive 4x. So we multiply the numerical coefficient. We have 3 times 4, which is 12. Then we don't have x here with the first one. So we just copy x. So therefore, 3 times 4x is 12x, our inner terms. Then we have L for the last terms. We have here positive 3 and negative 2. So we have here positive 3 times negative 2. So what is 3 times negative 2? So we have negative 6. And then for this, we combine similar terms. So what are the similar terms? So we have the similar terms, which are negative 4x and 12x. So it means that we will add these two. So what is negative 4x plus 12x? So it is equal to positive 8x, since we have to add negative 4 and positive 12. And negative 4 plus 12 is positive 8. So we just copy the literal coefficient, which is x. So we have here 8x. Then we combine all of the terms for the first terms, outer terms, and inner terms, and then the last term. So we have the answer, which is 8x squared. So we have, it is equal to 8x squared plus or positive 8x. So we have to put positive sign here to separate 8x from 8x squared, because the sign here is positive. Then we have negative 6 or minus 6. So therefore, the product of the quantity of 2x plus 3 times the quantity of 4x minus 2 is equal to ax squared plus 8x minus 6. And we have other way of getting the product of a binomial multiplied by another binomial. So we can use the vertical method. So we just write it vertically. So we have here 2x plus 3 times 4x minus 2. So no need to write x here for multiplication. So we just simply align it vertically, so that we will not be mistaken with the symbol for multiplication as the variable x. So now, let us multiply. So let us start first, distribute negative 2 to each term here with positive 3 and 2x. So we have negative 2 times positive 3. So we have negative 6. So again, negative 2 times positive 3, we have negative 6. Then we will multiply negative 2 to positive 2x. So negative 2 times positive 2x is negative 4x. Then we are done with negative 2, distributing it to each term in the first binomial, which is 2x plus 3. Then now we will distribute 4x. So what is 4x times positive 3? So positive 4 times positive 3, we have positive 12. Then we just copy x. So we don't have x here, so no need to add the exponent. So we just copy x. And then 4x times positive 2x, so multiply the numerical coefficient. So we have 4 times 2, which is 8. And then x times x, so we have the same base here. Okay, so quotient, products, okay, law of exponents. So we have here x raised to 2. So why is it 2? Because we have 1 here as an exponent plus 1 exponent here. So we have 8x squared. Then we just simply add. So bring down 8x squared. Then negative 4 plus positive 12. So we have positive 8. And then we just bring down the literal coefficient because it is addition. So take note, walang malilito sa addition at multiplication. Sa multiplication lang tayo mag-a-add ng exponent kapag parehas yung variable. Pero when it comes to addition, we just copy the same literal coefficient. So for this, we will not add the exponent of x because we are simply adding the terms. And then we just bring down negative 6. So we have now the product, which is 8x squared plus 8x minus 6. So it is the same with the FOIL method. Okay, let us have the last one. So it is a multiplication of polynomial by another polynomial. So for example, we have here the quantity of 2a plus 3 times the quantity of 5a squared minus 4a plus 6. So for this particular example, we cannot use the FOIL method. Again, we will just use the FOIL method if we are multiplying binomial by another binomial. So for this particular example, we just use the vertical method way to find the product of the quantity of 2a plus 3 times the quantity of 5a squared minus 4a plus 6. So we write it vertically. And see to it that when we write it vertically, so we write first the polynomial with the more number of terms. So we have here 5a squared minus 4a plus 6. So we have here 5a squared minus 4a plus 6. Then multiplied by 2a plus 3. Okay, so no need to put the multiplication sign here because it may be mistaken that the x here will be the variable. Okay, so again, we will multiply positive 3 to each term of the polynomial on the upper part of the given factor. So we have here, again, positive 3 times positive 6. So we have positive 18. So take note of the sign. Then we have here positive 3 times negative 4a. So positive 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Since we don't have a here, so we just copy a. Then again, positive 3 times positive 5a squared. So positive 3 times positive 5 is positive 15. Then we will just copy a squared. Now, we are done with distributing positive 3 to each term of the polynomial on the upper part of the vertical method. Then, next, we will multiply 2a to each term of this polynomial on the upper part. So, we have now positive 2a times positive 6. So, we have here positive 12a. So, we will write this product on the same or similar terms. So, 12a. So, we will have positive 12a. So, we will write positive 12a aligned vertically to the terms wherein it is similar with. So, positive 12a is similar with negative 12a because they have the same literal coefficient. Okay? Now, we have here positive 2a times negative 4a. So, positive 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Then we have here a times a. So, we add the exponent. We will have a squared. So, we will align it with 15a squared because they are similar. So, we have negative 8. So, 1 plus 1, we have 2. So, we align it with 15a squared because they are similar terms. Then, we have here positive 2a times positive 5a squared. So, positive 5 times positive 2, we have positive 10. And then, we have here a times a raised to 2. So, it's just simply 1 plus 2 because they have the same base, which is a. So we add the exponent. So 1 plus 2, we have 3. Then we add the partial products. So since this will be the first term, so no need to write the positive sign. So we just bring down 10a cubed. Then what is 15 plus negative 8? So we have positive 7. Then we just copy the literal coefficient, which is a squared. Take note, we will not add the exponent of this because the operation is addition, not multiplication. So we will just add the exponent of the variable with the same base if and only if we are multiplying it. Okay? And what is negative 12 plus positive 12? So it is equal to 0. So we have 0a. And then bring down positive 18. Then if we have 0 times a, so it is equal to 0 because any number multiplied by 0 is 0. So our final answer will be 10a cubed plus 7a squared plus 18. So the product of 2a plus 3 times the polynomial 5a squared minus 4a plus 6 is 10a cubed plus 7a squared plus 18. Okay, let us have some more examples for multiplication of polynomials. So let us have these examples. So perform the indicated operation. So let us have number 1. So we are given here 3ab times the quantity of 2a squared plus 5ab minus 6b squared. So this is multiplication of monomial by polynomial. So how are we going to multiply it? So we will multiply 3ab to each term of the polynomial inside this parenthesis. So we will have 3ab times positive 2a squared plus 3ab times positive ab, then plus, so we use plus because 3ab is positive. So positive 3ab or plus 3ab times negative 6b squared. So again, let us multiply the numerical coefficient. So we have here 3 times 2. So we have 6. Then a raised to, let's add the exponent. So we have here 1 plus 2. Then we just copy b. Then positive 3 times positive 5. So we have positive 15. Then we have here a raised to 1 plus 1. Then b raised to 1 plus 1. Then we have here positive 3 times negative 6. So positive times negative, so we have negative 18a. So we just copy a because we don't have a here. Then b raised to 1 plus 2. Now, let us simplify this answer. So we will have 6a cubed b plus 15a squared b squared, then negative or minus 18ab cubed. So therefore, the product of 3ab times the quantity of 2a squared plus 5ab minus 6b squared is equal to 6a cubed b plus 15a squared b squared minus 18ab cubed. Okay? So now let us have another example of the multiplication of monomial by polynomial. So we will just multiply negative 7xy to each term of the given polynomial inside the parentheses. So let us distribute and multiply. So we have here negative 7xy times x cubed y cubed. Then we have again negative 7xy times negative 2x squared y. Then negative 7xy times positive 5xy y squared. And take note that for multiplication, we add the exponent of the same variable. And then multiply the numerical coefficient. So we have here negative 7 times positive 1. So it means that if there's no numerical coefficient here, the numerical coefficient is 1. So negative 7 times 1 is negative 7. Then we have here x. So add the corresponding exponent. So we have 1 plus 3. Then we have y. So we have 1 plus 3. Then we have here negative 7 times negative 2. So negative times negative, positive. Then 7 times 2, 14. Then we have 14x raised to 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2. Then y raised to 1 plus 1. Okay? We have the same base, y, so we add the exponent. Then negative 7 times 5, negative times positive is negative. And then 7 times 5 is 35. Then we have your x, same base, 1 plus 1. Then y raised to 1 plus 2. So same base, y, so we add the exponent. So let us simplify. So we will come up with negative 7x raised to 4. So 1 plus 3 is 4. Y raised to 4 because 1 plus 3 is also 4. Then positive 14x raised to 1 plus 2. So we have 3 times y raised to 1 plus 1. We have 2. Minus 35x raised to 1 plus 1. So we have 2. And then y raised to 1 plus 2, we have 3. So y cubed. So therefore, the product of negative 7xy times the quantity of x cubed, y cubed, minus 2x squared y plus 5x y squared is equal to negative 7x to the fourth y to the fourth plus 14x cubed y squared minus 35x squared y cubed. Now, let us have example number 3. So, this is multiplication of binomial by polynomial. So, since this is binomial and polynomial, so we will use the vertical method. So, we write first the polynomial with the greater number of terms. So, we have here x squared minus 2x plus 3. Then followed by x plus 3. So let us multiply. So in multiplication, again, we will multiply positive 3 to each term of the polynomial x squared minus 2x plus 3. So we will have here positive 3 times positive 3. So we have positive 9. Then, we have here positive 3 times negative 2x. So, we have negative 6x. So, we just copy x. And then, positive 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So, we have negative 6x. Then, we have here positive 3 times x squared. So, it will be 3x squared. So, 3. Because we have a numerical coefficient here which is 1. So, positive 3 times positive 1 is positive 3. Then, we just copy x squared. So, we are done with positive 3. So, let us proceed with x. So, multiply x by positive 3. So, we have here 1 as the numerical coefficient. So, 1 times positive 3 is positive 3. Then, we just copy x. So, we have positive 3x. And where are we going to align vertically positive 3x? So, we will align it with negative 6x. So, positive 3x. Because they are similar terms. Okay? Now, we have here x times negative 2x. So, again, we have 1 here. So, 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Then we add the exponent of x. So 1 plus 1, we have 2. So the answer is negative 2x squared. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Then we align it with 3x squared because they are similar terms. And then we have your x times x squared. So the same base, add the exponent. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So the exponent of x is 3. So we have here x cubed. Then we add the partial product. So why is it that we align similar terms? Because the next operation after multiplication is adding the partial products of the example number 3. So now let us just bring down x cubed. Then positive 3 plus negative 2, so it is positive 1. So if it is positive 1, so no need to write 1 as the numerical coefficient. Then we just copy the literal coefficient, which is x squared. Then negative 6 plus positive 3, so we have negative 3. Then we just copy the literal coefficient x. So again, since this is addition, no need to add the exponent. So we just copy the literal coefficient. So we have here x, so we just copy x. Because addition is the operation. Okay, then we just bring down positive 9. So therefore, the product of the quantity of x plus 3 times the quantity of x squared minus 2x plus 3 is x cubed plus x squared minus 3x plus 9. Okay, let us discuss example number 4. So we have here the quantity of 5x minus 1 times the quantity of 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. So again, we write the polynomial first with the greater number of terms. So we have here 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. Then followed by 5x minus 1. So again, we will multiply negative 1 to each term of this polynomial 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. So we have here negative 1 times positive 2. So we have negative 2. Then we have negative 1 times positive 4x. So we have negative 4x. Because this is 1, so we just simply copy the given term. But since this is negative, so the product will be negative. Okay? Then negative 1 times 3x squared is negative 3x squared. Now let us have 5x times positive 2. So we have positive 10x. And we will write positive 10x below, arrange it vertically below negative 4x because they are similar terms. Okay, then we have here positive 5 times positive 4, which is positive 20. Then x times x, so we have x raised to 1 plus 1. So we have positive 20 x raised to 1 plus 1. So we have 2. Then we write it vertically below negative 3x squared because they are similar terms. Then we have your 5x times positive 3x squared. So we have positive 15x raised to 1 plus 2. So we have 3. Then we have to add the partial product. So bring down 15x cubed. Then what is negative 3 plus positive 20? So we have positive 17. Then we just copy the literal coefficient, which is x squared. Then what is negative 4 plus positive 10? So we have here positive 6. Then we just copy the literal coefficient, which is x. Then bring down negative 2. So therefore, the product of the binomial 5x minus 1 and the trinomial or polynomial 3x squared plus 4x plus 2 is 15x cubed plus 17x squared plus 6x minus 2. Now, let us continue with our example number 5. So, we have here the polynomial 8y squared minus 9y plus 13 multiplied by the polynomial 5y cubed minus 10y plus 7. So, we write it vertically and as what I've said, we will write first the polynomial with the greater number of terms. But since here, the polynomial has the same number of terms, so we will just choose the polynomial with the highest degree. So we have here 5y cubed minus 10y plus 7. So let us multiply it by 8y squared minus 9y plus 13. Okay? So it means that we will multiply 13 to each term of the given polynomial 5y cubed minus 10y plus 7. Okay? So we have here positive 13 times positive 7. So we have here 7 times positive 13. So we have positive 91. Okay? Then we have here positive 13 times negative 10y. So we have negative 130y. And then we have here positive 13 times 5y cubed. So we will have the answer or product as 5 times 13. So we have here positive 65. So we will leave a blank here because we have the exponent, which is 3. So we don't have an exponent, the product wherein the variable has an exponent of 2. So we will have positive 15y cubed. So we have here 3, then we don't have a degree of 2, so leave it blank. And then we have here a degree of 1, and then the constant. So remember that we do it also with the addition and subtraction. Okay? Now let us multiply negative 9y. So negative 9y times positive 7. So we have negative 63y. So we will align it with negative 130y because they are similar terms. Then we have here negative 9y times negative 10y. So we have here positive 90y raised to 1 plus 1. So we have 2. So we will write it vertically below the blank because this blank is reserved for the term with the degree of 2. So that's why we align it with positive 90y squared. Then we have here negative 9y times positive 5y cubed. So what is negative 9 times positive 5? So we have here negative 45y raised to 1 plus 3. So we have 4. So we will not align it vertically with 15y cubed because they are dissimilar. So instead, we will write it, okay, on the next part of the partial product. Okay? Now then, let us proceed with 8y squared. So let us multiply 8y squared times positive 7. So we have positive 56y squared. So we will align it with 90y squared because they are similar terms. So we just copy y squared because we don't have y here. And then 8y squared times negative 10y. So we have here negative 80y cubed. So we write it below 15y cubed because they are similar. So we write it vertically according to similar terms. So we have here negative 80y cubed because it is similar with 15y cubed. Then we have here 8y squared times 5y cubed. So 8 times 5 is 40. Then y raised to 2 plus 3, we have y raised to 5. So this is not similar with negative 45y to the 4th. So we just write it here. So we have 40y raised to 2 plus 3. So we have 5. Then we add the partial products. Okay? So we just bring down 40y raised to 5, bring down negative 45y raised to 4. Then what is positive 15 plus negative 80? So we have negative 65, then copy the literal coefficient y cubed. And then what is positive 90 plus positive 56? So it is positive 146. Then we just copy y squared. And then negative 130 plus negative 63. So we have negative 193. Then we just copy the literal coefficient y. Then we just bring down positive 91. So therefore, the product of the polynomial 8y squared minus 9y plus 13 and the polynomial 5y cubed minus 10y plus 7 is 40y to the fifth minus 45y to the fourth minus 65y cubed plus 146y squared negative 193y plus 91. Okay, I hope you understand our lesson about multiplication of polynomials. So if you have question, just type your question in the comment. Okay? So thank you for watching. Stay safe and God bless.